The following weekend, Panthers taking on the number 5 team in the nation, national runner-up Ouachita Baptist. Panthers get their lunch handed to them in Game 1, falling 11-2, and Drury with more bullpen trouble in Game 2 as they blow a 2-run lead in the last inning, losing on a walk-off home run. Game 3 of the series wasn't any better. Drury only scratches across 3 runs, and as you can see, the Panthers pitching didn't do their job, walking 9 in this game and 22 in the series, as the Panthers get swept by Ouachita. Panthers then head home, where they would split a doubleheader with previously winless Truman State. Joe Rolfing absolutely goes off in this one, 5 of 10 from the plate on the day with 3 triples. That's phenomenal. Good pitching from Drury as well in Game 1 as Blake Wixon and Chris Barrett combined for 7 innings, 5 hits, 9 strikeouts, and only giving up a run. 2 days later, Panthers knock off Truman State in the rubber match of the 3-game series to the tune of 12-5. Harrison Waters picks up his first win of the year, and R.J. Neese was unconscious at the plate, going 5 for 6. After the win, Panthers head back to Arkansas, this time where they would defeat Harding in a blowout 14-4. Jason Hall hits a leadoff home run in this to put Drury up 1-0 in the first inning, and the Panthers never look back. Harrison Waters pitches 5 solid innings and does a good job at the plate as well, as Drury improves to 5-6 on the year. From baseball to softball, the Lady Panthers recently received some sobering news.
First-team All-GLVC infielder and catcher Sadie Ball has torn her ACL and may require the senior to miss the entire season.
According to the Drury Athletics website, the team has only 13 players on the roster, and losing arguably, is that how you pronounce that word?
I think so. You got it.
The team's best player certainly won't help.
We are in college.
That's
the
tough.
team opened their season mid-February at the Arkansas Monticello Super 8 Softball Classic.
Drury went 2-4 in the Classic, defeating Delta State and Arkansas Tech.
Since then, Drury split a doubleheader at Southwest Baptist, losing the opener 2-13 before winning the nightcap 6-2.
Still to come on DUSports.
A look into the life of Chris Yates and the journey he'll be making.
And one of the oldest rivalries in town stops by Weiser.
We'll be right back. You're watching DUSports on Channel 83. Welcome back. Drury cross-country and track athlete Chris Yates has been running his whole life to win awards.
But this past year, Chris's life completely changed.
Now he's running for a different reason.
It's 8 a.m. in the morning. Some college students are asleep. Chris Yates is on his 10th mile.
Running's definitely been a good escape for me. I mean, it's something where you can just tune your brain out, where you just go out and just enjoy the world, really.
Yates, a sophomore, started running as a kid with encouragement from his father, Rick.
That's really what I got into. For some reason, I just loved it, and so I went out and just enjoyed it, and my dad would encourage me, would give me little challenges to do.
Yates' challenges have gotten much bigger through the years. A member of the Drury track and cross-country teams, he is daily pushed by his teammates to excel at the highest level.
Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3! Dominate!
But perhaps his greatest challenge had nothing to do with running.
It was like he would get some sort of illness, like a common fever or cold that you would get, and it would just really get the better of him, like something like that shouldn't.
In October of 2006, Yates' father, Rick Yates, came down with a sickness. After a couple weeks of fighting it, he decided to get it checked out. The diagnosis turned out to be what Rick and his family feared the most: lung cancer.
Yeah, the cancer started out in his lungs. Really it stemmed from him smoking, which I'm adamantly against now, a lot for that reason.
Doctors told Rick he'd be lucky to make it 2 years, something he didn't tell his kids until much later.
He never really told me that. I found most of this out really at the very end or right after he died. But really he knew the whole time.
Yates fought the sickness for 19 months until he could fight no more. Chris remembers that week like it was yesterday.
Friday morning, I was getting ready for school. My mom called me with the news that I've been fearing all week. That basically we needed to come in, that he was on artificial breathing, He was really unresponsive to anything. You know, he was more or less a vegetable at that point, and so we came in and got to say our final goodbyes, and not without any real response from him, and just spent that final day with him.
Rick Yates, age 54, passed away April 4th, 2008. Even though Rick lost his battle with cancer, Chris is determined to fight the disease for others. This July, Chris will travel to San Jose, California to run in the Livestrong Challenge 5K.
Yeah, that's such a good idea. And I thought that was one of the best ideas I ever heard.
In San Jose, last year was the first year they did it. You know, a lot of participants, a lot of people, and it all the proceeds, everything goes to Lance Armstrong Foundation and, you know, raising money just for cancer there.
If you're interested in donating money to Chris's cause, simply go to the website on the screen. All money donated will go directly to the Lance Armstrong Foundation. If you'd like to make a donation to Chris's cause, you can go to the site on the screen.
Or you can click the link at our YouTube page, youtube.com/DUSportsReport.
You will find the link in the channel comments section of the page.
Speaking of YouTube, if you miss a DU Sports episode, we'll be uploading our entire shows from this point on our page.
That's right. Once again, just go to www.youtube.com/DUSportsReport to check us out.
You can even leave comments telling us what handsome young men we are.
True story.
Well, this handsome young man is tired.
Yeah, and I got to broadcast a game in 40 minutes.
True story.
Until next time, I'm John Miller, and he's Bobby Hearn.
We'll leave you with highlights and play-by-play from Radio Stud over here.
That's right.
From the recent Glendale Kickapoo game that recently took place in Weiser.
Thanks for watching, whether it's on TV or the internet.
We're branching out, folks. Enjoy the reruns.
Out Torgerson, now ahead of the key for Osborne. Right wing triplet, his three, yes! Taylor triplet with a three, and the Falcons lead by 4. Underneath Osborne in the lane, turnaround, layup, right side off the glass, rolls around the ball. Underneath for Blakesley. Guarded by Frazier. Turnaround jumper good. Left side Goff. Open three. Got it. He'll push it in the front court. Starks. Layup right side. Off the glass and in for Trey Starks. It's a 2-point lead for Kickapoo. Up. Got it. Keeps by 3. Osborne into Starks with 4. 3. Torgerson, right wing, forces it up from 30. Air ball.